If you're watching this, you probably have a business that is growing. And because it's growing, you know you have a lot of things on your plate that you're doing every single day that you know someone else should be doing. There are bigger moves that you want to be making in your company, but you keep getting pulled back into that daily grind. You've also probably heard about virtual assistants, but you have some very real hesitation. So why do business owners hesitate to bring on a virtual assistant into their business? There's one core issue at the bottom of it all: the lack of trust. As a business owner myself, I've been through this exact situation before. I scaled a real estate team from 3 agents all the way up to 32 agents all within 2 years. I was handling everything on the back end for these agents, and honestly, I had way too much on my plate. I brought in a virtual assistant, structured them with clear systems, and handed them the full systems, not just tasks. So now, in the business that I'm currently running with Skale Bak, where I help business owners do the same and experience what I experience, I have full confidence that if I take a week off for a vacation, my phone won't be ringing, but my business will be growing and all of my clients will be handled. So in this video, I'm going to give you guys actionable steps that you can take today to get that same trust in your virtual assistant, so they can begin running your business and you can focus on scaling your business, or honestly, get your time back, spend more time with your family, and have fun with your life. So before I go into the top 4 tips I have for this, I want to set the foundation of how you can get the most out of your virtual assistant. A virtual assistant isn't a task doer. Don't look at them as a task doer where you tell them, hey, go find these names, put it in a spreadsheet, and send it over to me. That is low value that you're using that virtual assistant for. You need to start with systems and SOPs and giving the virtual assistant the full autonomy to manage that system so they can take over full processes for you, and you're not spending your time delegating stuff to them. They're simply doing their job and running your business for you. Of course, I highly recommend, and if you work with us, we'll help you get this structured as well. There's going to be steps throughout that process where you're going to be reviewing the work, where you're going to have those check safes, where the work is up to the quality that you're expecting and up to the quality that your clients are expecting as well. So let's get right into it. Number 1 tip I have for business owners is start small and start with high frequency tasks. Why do I say this? Confidence on your side as well as the virtual assistant side is built through consistent wins. I do not want you to delegate your full client relationship process day 1 to a virtual assistant and expecting them to do just as good job as you. No, these are complex tasks where you need to be spending in your zone of genius because this is high value for your company. What I'm talking about is those time-sucking tasks where you're sitting there every single day, replying to emails, managing your own calendar, sending out contracts, and doing all of the admin on your back end. And you're looking back on your day feeling that you got nothing done because you weren't hitting those high-value tasks. Those are the tasks that you need to structure and hand over to a virtual assistant because 1, they're extremely qualified and have been doing this type of work before, so they can stay in their zone of genius, take it off of your plate so you can get in your zone. So do a self-assessment on what are those small tasks, repetitive tasks that you should not be doing that a virtual assistant can easily win in and that they should be taking over for you. Okay, number 2, set clear parameters, not just expected outcomes. One of the fastest way a business owner can lose trust in their virtual assistant is they've been working on a task, they've been working on a project, and the outcome is not what you expected. Not only will you get better results and expected the results up to here that you are establishing for your clients as well. Why does this happen? The reason why this happens is because they don't have the guardrails. You simply told them, hey, go do this and send it over to me. right? Set those guardrails. Spend a little extra time with them, explaining exactly the process that you want them to take, exactly the result that you're expecting, so you're allowing them to succeed in that task and in that role. So it's actually not a virtual assistant issue, it's a system and SOP issue. So really take a step back. What's the trigger? What's the process? And what's the guardrails? And what's the expected outcome for this task? You are creating a repeatable SOP that they can continuously doing. So they're training and learning themselves. So when you give them a task or set it on a specific schedule, one, they know what to do, they know how to do it, they know the guardrails, and they know what you expect out of those tasks. So spend that time up front, clearly define what you want, how to do it, so you can get the results, not just this first time, but forever going forward as well. And that actually leads me to number 3. Mandate and create SOPs and systems in your business. I cannot stress this enough. Like, get a virtual assistant. Yes, that is fantastic, but get systems in your business. I kid you not. Like, it is the most revolutionary thing you can do for your business. And then get a virtual assistant to help you create them is one thing. That's how I like to do it. Or plug them into the SOPs that you may already have. Systems and SOPs allow to, one, get that expectation of quality that you're looking for with all the guardrails and everything too, but you're essentially building a knowledge database for your virtual assistant, for your future hires to, one, train themselves on, but also to set an expectation and a precedent on what you want in a task. So get systems and have your virtual assistant create these SOPs with you. So how do I like to do this? The way that I like to do this is I don't want to create SOPs myself. I don't want to create them, learn them, and then teach them to a virtual assistant and then have them ask me a lot of questions. I'm wasting a lot of time right there, right? So I bring the virtual assistant into this process with me, where if it's something that I do and I have been doing on a consistent basis, like how to support my clients after we're done with a virtual assistant placement, I open up a Google Meet just like any other meeting. I share my screen, I hit record with a virtual assistant there, and I go through those SOPs and exactly how I do it. Not the SOPs, but the process. So I click around and I talk and I explain why I'm doing things. And the virtual assistant also has an opportunity to ask those questions. From there, we need to create that process, right? So after that, I send that meeting recording over to the virtual assistant. Their job now is to document that SOP for me. I'm not doing it myself. I'm simply reviewing and refining that SOP, but their responsibility is to do it themselves. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down to 47 or whatever, how many steps you have in your process. I then get to review it, make sure that is exactly how I want it to be done. And guess what? They trained themselves on that process based on that recording. And that recording is now attached to that SOP. So if they ever have questions again, they're going to go into that recording first instead of taking my time and going over things. So if you honestly want to learn more about creating SOPs and systems, we're going to have a bunch of videos on this channel. So hit that subscribe button, but you can also just schedule a quick conversation with me. Honestly, I'm an open book. I hate to sell, so I'm not going to sell you a virtual assistant or anything like that. I just like talking to business owners and doing this. I'm a little, OCD kind of weird like this. So if you want to create SOPs together, just click down there. We'll have a conversation and I'll show you how to do this for your current employees or if you want to bring on a VA in the future. So let's go to the last point. So point number 4 is to switch your feedback loop to a scheduled feedback loop. Don't just go to your virtual assistant when something's wrong, right? Your virtual assistant is a team member in your business. They are there to help you grow. They're there to take things off of your plate, but they need structure and they need to build the trust with you as well. Trust is a two-way street. So what I always recommend, especially in the beginning, schedule 15 minutes every single morning. Kick off together. Get to know each other a little personally. Set the standard for the day, what you want to accomplish, what the focus is. And if they have questions for you, they can ask them right there. If they need something for you, they'll demand you to give it to them right there, because you need to give the virtual assistant things too so they can continue in process with their job. So go from reactive to scheduled and predictable. It will build such a better relationship at the end of the day. And honestly, those 15 minutes, you can get so much done in those 15 minutes that you can ever imagine. So all in all, to recap, I think I just said it, but trust is a two-way street, and that really is the heart of a relationship with a virtual assistant. So the way that you effectively scale your business with a virtual assistant is to have that trust and have that relationship. You are bringing on a team member into your business, a very skilled, qualified team member to handle all those repetitive tasks, to handle marketing, to handle sales, whatever you need. We can have a conversation and find the right one for you, but you need to have a set foundation of SOPs and systems, and also have that trust and clear communication throughout that relationship. So if you've ever been curious about getting a virtual assistant in your business, I'm all ears. Let's talk. Let's have a little strategy session so I can show you where you're spending too much time, what you should be delegating, what you should not be delegating. And honestly, if you're not ready for a virtual assistant, I will tell you that too. So feel free to book a strategy session down below. We'll talk soon. And as always, subscribe, comment, like, all of those things, and watch the next recommended video because it's going to be valuable for you. So until next time, peace.